PXG versus Bastard is one of the most anticipated matches of not only this arc, but within the entire manga. And there are many aspects of this match that make it so exciting, but one of the biggest factors is the fact that we will once again get to see the young French prodigy Loki not only play again, but also get to see how he is as a coach for what is currently considered the best team in the NEL. So is Loki a huge contributing factor to this all-star team, or is he just lucky that he got such a strong team to start off with? Well, I wanted to discuss that very topic for today's video, basically how I think Loki will be as a coach. So if you enjoy Blue Lock discussion videos, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, since anything and everything helps with the channel. So before I discuss how I think Loki will be as a coach for the PXG team, let's have a reminder of how exactly we met his character. We first met Loki during the World 5 match where Ren's team had to face 5 international pro players before officially entering into the 3rd selection. Loki is introduced as an up-and-coming pro player for the national France team, since initially he isn't recognized by all the Blue Lock players, and we learned the very interesting fact that he is only 17 years old, but playing at a pro level, since a common mistake that people make about Loki because of his age is thinking that he is a new Gen 11, so at the same level as characters such as Kaiser, Sai, and Lorenzo. But while Loki is under the age of 20 years old, he has proven that he could handle being on a pro team, so that means his skill level is closer to characters such as the top players like Noel, Noah, Chris Prince, and Marc Snuffy, and much more above the new Gen 11 level. So when we officially meet the World 5 in person, they don't make the best first impression on the Blue Lock players, coming off as rude and dismissive, but Loki, while he is the youngest, he is actually the only one that is respectful and nice towards the Blue Lock players, with Isagi even saying that he is really polite. And when we see Loki play, we finally see why he is at a pro level, since with his special ability being his speed, Loki is easily the fastest person we have met in the manga, and easily helps beat Ren's team during the World 5 match, even scoring the first goal. And after they are beaten, we wouldn't see Loki again until this arc where he is introduced as the master striker for PXG. Now, I do eventually want to do a ranking of all the master strikers as coaches, and if I had to guess where I think Loki will be, he will probably be right in the middle of the list towards the top, since due to his age and having less experience than the other master strikers, I don't imagine him being on the top of the list, but I don't think he'll be one of the worst coaches, since we know most likely all the master strikers have their own motivation for coming to the league outside of just money. And while curiosity, I'm sure, has played a factor into the reason why Loki came, I also imagine Loki will also have a lot that he wants to prove coming into the league more than the other coaches, since he is the newest to the industry while all the other coaches are established names. So I could see him taking his job as a master striker very seriously, since if he is the coach for the best team in the league, then he will get a big boost in exposure in the world of football. And there are positives to Loki's age, since he'll probably have a unique perspective on what the Blue Lock players are going through better than the other coaches and be able to relate to them better, which is why players such as Shidou, that are notorious for not getting along with most people, or Ren, who doesn't respect most people, could possibly better listen to and respect someone like Loki over the other coaches, since including Ren, Shidou, and all the Blue Lock players, they have faced Loki in a match, so they know firsthand how good he is, and not having just watched him through a TV or question if he's still good due to his older age, like with some of the other coaches. Plus, they will probably be even more curious about him since he has achieved the very hard goal of going pro so young. So they will definitely want to listen to him even more to learn how he got to this point. As well as Loki is literally the embodiment of PXG, being new, young, and talented, but also climbing up to the top of the ranks in the football world, which could also be the reason why he was chosen over older players. Currently, Rin does seem to be the star of the PXG team, but I do hope that Loki is giving attention to all the Blue Lock players, since that is a topic that I will discuss more when I do my coach ranking video. But especially a player like Sentetsu could learn a lot under Loki, with his special ability also being speed. Sentetsu only got 8 million in value from his first game, and even he seemed disappointed by that value. So hopefully within the next 2 games, Loki will teach him even more, and we could possibly get introduced to a new ability during the Bastard vs PXG match. Since there has been speculation that Loki has a unique ability that he displayed during the World 5 match, from his unique eye design for a brief moment and telling Isagi that he had weak spots everywhere. So if this was an ability, then it would be cool if he taught it to possibly Sentetsu or even any of the other Blue Lock players, since a part of Karasu's ability, for example, is being able to see the weaknesses in others. So Loki could just teach him the better version of his own ability. Plus, who knows, maybe Rin is already using that new ability, which is part of the reason why he was able to dominate so much during the Munchen vs PXG match. So overall, I do think that Loki will be a good coach, and I have high expectations for him, since people could automatically think that his age is a disadvantage, but Loki probably wouldn't have accepted a role like this if he didn't think he had something to teach the Blue Lock characters, and he knows that his reputation would be the most hurt if his team fell off. Since the other Master Strikers, like I've said, are already established names, so if their teams does poorly during this league, while it wouldn't be great, it still wouldn't hurt their reputation, since they've already proven to the world that they're amazing players. But a player such as Loki is still proving himself, so a part of the way that he could further prove that he is really good is also being able to coach the next generation of players. And hopefully we will also get his backstory, since I'm sure to have gotten to this point, his character had to go through a lot. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Just a short discussion video before the PXG versus Bastard match. Hopefully soon I will be able to get up my PXG prediction video. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you think Loki will be a really good coach or just average? I would love to hear all your thoughts about that in the comments. Don't forget to push that post notification button so you don't miss any of my new videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!